All right, so I'm going to update an old build. Um, Trying to get more aircraft in for the Warzone series. So we're just on my test world here at the Industrial Frontiers Island, looking for the Skyraider. So Skyraider is one of my favorite airplanes. I'm proud of this build. This is a scale 1-to-1 build of the Skyraider. Skyraider was a big Johnny. It was a Navy close air support aircraft, and it was kind of a handful, but it's also a great aircraft, and it's very big. And so I want to update this, try to get it in there. So there's really not too much to do. I use Thales Aviation Mod Pack, which I love, but the issue with it is that I try not to use too much mods. So I'm gonna kind of redo some of this cockpit. You see some missing gauges. That's because there were gauges in here that were part of his pack, and I kind of want to fix this up. And so I'm kind of looking at what I have. So I have artificial horizon, compass ball. We have engine RPM there, temp, fuel gallons, low fuel, flaps position, gear, flaps, brakes, closed canopy, wing fold, brake release, battery, charge discharge should be master, and engine start. Okay, so I have 3 panels here that I can kind of work with. I assume I had turn, slip, artificial horizon, all that stuff. So let's look at, there's something on the workshop. I don't know if I'm going to use this, especially seeing that it's difficult to kind of, space-wise, it may be tough. So let's look at it really quick. Was top of the heap here. It is modular 6-pack. So, as a real pilot, we used to have to um, use a 6-pack and do some cross-referencing. So you have your airspeed indicator, your attitude indicator, you have your altimeter, you have your turn slip indicator, you have your heading indicator, you have your vertical speed here. So that's your 6-pack. So I'm kind of looking at what I need for space. And if I could put that in, that would probably do pretty well. So what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 6. This makes sense, 6-pack. So it's a 6-pack. So let me kind of look at the build again, and we'll see where we're at here. So I need 6. I'm down to 5. So that's not the end of the world, and the reason is I'm going to get rid of some of these. Little things over here that are supplies. I don't really want those, and I'm going to get rid of them. All right, so supplies I've gotten rid of. So since these are going to be monitors, I can move this panel off to the side because you can put a panel in front of a monitor. This is just reading information anyway. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let's do this. Let's merge that back. All right, what is this one? This one here, I think, is probably what I want. What's this here? So I might move this over here. This is master and some stuff there. So let's go like that. That will fit there. That has to go up 1 if I'm going to make this work because it has to go in front of a panel. It can't go in front of another panel. It can go in front of a monitor. It can't go in front of a panel. And then this one here. What is this? You know what? Let's do this. Okay, let's just move this one. I kind of want it there, I think. All right, and let's delete this. All right. And then, so let's try to stick, oh, but don't do that. I have color swap on. I hate color swap. Very dangerous, the color swap. Okay. I just do that so if we have any bleed through, we're not actually getting in there. All right, so let's save this as Skyraider. Oh, come on. Update. Okay, so this is my Skyraider update version here. Now I can go into the workshop. And I am subscribed to this, so that should be good. Should be able to grab it. So let's go ahead and let's bring that in. 6-pack, there we go. All right, so we have a 6-pack here. And so I need to set this up. All right, and let's go ahead and let's look at this, what I want. So these can go right in there. They're actually colored the color that I want, which is nice. And so this will get this back into the game, which will be nice. All right, so that's in. Check coloring here. I think I let these be green here. Greened out the dash, so that's good. All right, so that is good. That's in. So this is all just parts and nonsense. So let's see. I should have, do I have a compass sensor already? Don't know if I do or not. I have plenty of room for all this, so let me see. Kind of zoom through the build. So like I have a lot of room in here. This is a compartment in the back where people sit. They actually had one of these. It was interesting. Back on the tail here, can take all that stuff. So that's pretty good. So electricity-wise, let's hook up the electricity next. So these are all connected, and then I should hopefully, one of my issues, I often will connect things via the compass, and I've deleted that out. So I need to make sure this actually routes to where it should. This I'm going to just delete from this battery. That battery is going to go. So I will link this in the description. Just making sure all this electricity is connected to where it should. Where's that? That is electric there. Okay, so this is not hooked to the electricity, so I need, what's that? That's the relay. That looks like to be the master, so this needs to plumb up to the panels. All right, good. Let's go ahead and let's keep checking here. So the battery can get deleted. What is this? Player sensor. Why are we sensing the... Oh, probably for... Let me see how this works. I don't want that on a player sensor. So let's see what this is doing. It's probably making the screens come on when it gets close to player. It is. That makes some sense because, you know, the gauges would always be showing. I want it off master power, though. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it off master power. It's a neat, you know, kind of a neat feature because, you know, they'd just be gauges, but do them so I turn them on, so that can be deleted. I don't need that or want that at the moment. That's kind of a pack for running. That's all the information packs. All right. Okay, so I already have a wind speed indicator here. So wherever that's going, that takes direction and wind speed. That's wind speed. And this is direction. All right, and so this one can be deleted. Don't need that one. I don't think I had a compass in there, so I probably need the compass. Let's go ahead and do an electric pass on this. So pretty much I think just the compass. Yep. Okay. And then I don't think I have any of this other stuff. I don't really mind. I don't think it's going to add a lot of mass or anything to just add these in. So I have a lot of space in this. This is actually a pretty big airplane. So like, you know, you see how much space I have just sitting in here. So. All right, there we go. So that goes in. And shouldn't be upsetting the center of gravity too much, I don't think, with putting all this stuff in here. Try to see if there's anything that needs to be midline. I'm gonna try to keep it midline if I can, but if I have problems, I will move them off midline. But that's a tilt sensor. That doesn't matter. This one should probably be midline, so we'll keep that midline. But nice to have a bunch of extra space in a build. You can just kind of throw it in. Compass doesn't matter. Where am I here? Okay, this is just another compartment this can hide in. Lots of good compartments in this to hide stuff in. Hello, everybody. All right, so let's keep moving some things in here. This one's just a panel. Move that in the same spot the other ones were. I think right. Where is it? It's right here. No, where was it? Just saw it. I think it's down here. I have just it's just there. Nope. A lot of good space, and this is a big old plane, so it's easy to hide stuff in here, right here. So it's even further in the tail. So it has a very large, wide tail on it, so that is helpful to hide whatever I need. Also helps it float a little if you have to ditch in the water. Oh, that's not going to fit there. That needs to come. There we go. Oh, come on. Merge, merge, merge. There we go. All right. What is this here? Trying to see what you are, guy. There we are. Altimeter. And I'm just not going to screw with these. They work. So instead of screwing with them, I don't mind the duplicates. So if I was really pressed for space, I would consider deleting out the duplicates, but I'm not. So I'm just going to kind of jam them in here. And this will update this so that it works with everything. I could play with it in Warzone. The more vehicles, the better in Warzone. I really like the SU-24. It's my favorite vehicle for Warzone, but it's potentially going to get boring for people if I use the same vehicle constantly and just do the same thing. So it'd be nice to get something different in there. All right, so that is all in there now. Let's go ahead and let me put some blocks in here. That goes there. That goes there. And let's give this a quick run. So I do need to XML edit something to hide these blocks here. I'll do that later. That just hides the guns. I can do that with an XML edited block. I just need to figure out the codes for the block. So let's save this to the Skyraider update. Let's take it for a little flight, see how she handles. So this plane IRL was a handful. It was supposed to be, really nice to land, and it's actually pretty docile. But the issue was the radial was so big and powerful that you couldn't. If you went full speed, you could often over torque and rotate the plane, which is realistic. Let me check the volumes here. So we're gonna have a problem with fuel. That's because of the issues with, that's because, it's not auto pumping out. So let's fill this up. Fill our tank up here. Oh, diesel, yeah, it's diesel. Do I have infinite fuel on? No, I don't. Infinite electricity can come off. Let me see what the fuel tank looks like here. Where's my fuel now? I moved some stuff. So fuel gallons 540, so we're good. Okay, good. So let's unplug. All right, I don't have any targets out there right now, but we can go do some flight testing at least. So let's go ahead. I haven't used this in a while, so 1 and 2. So let me go ahead. I'm going to change this. I've kind of changed the way I operate my throttle, and kind of the way I've thought about operating my throttle is, so I'm going to change that. So right now, let's see, 1 and 2 do my throttle. I don't want that. I want, let me see, it should be right here. 1 and 2 there. I want to do a up and down. And so let's just do quick and easy microcontroller here. So that's going to go seat to throttle. All right, so we want to add 3 nodes. This one's going to be a composite seat. This one's going to be a on-off output to increase. This is going to be a on-off output to decrease. All right, so then I want to take my seat. I want to read up-down, which is 4. Where are you at? 4, 4. And then what I want to do is I want to take threshold gates. And if this one reads 1, we'll increase. If this one reads -1, we'll decrease. Then this will just convert it over. So now we can use the seat. We need to configure the seat. We'll plug it in first. So this will now go to increase on the, where's the throttle? Throttle's right there. This one will go to there. And then this one here will go to the seat. All right, we need to configure the seat. So now we have up-down is throttle. It's going to be, reset 100%. 1 and 2 are going to be nothing. Okay. So let me hide this in the wing, or hide this somewhere. It doesn't have to be in the wing. Let's hide it in here. All right, there we go. That's hidden now, so that should now work for our throttle. And this should allow us to better control it. So now I can use 2 hands to control this, so that's kind of how I like to fly. So as you can see, we can easily control our throttle there. That should be prop. Takes a while to start this up. This is a big motor. So now we're up. Let's check my fuel. Fuel is 540. We're good. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready to taxi out here. So I want to release the brake. Let's read what I put here. So prop 10% takeoff and landing. 50 max speed, 100% max endurance. Let's go up to 10%. So we are taxiing out, as you can probably see out of your peripheral vision there. So I'll turn, let me up the sounds here. All right, so we should have plenty of runway to take off midfield here. So I'm tapping the brakes as I bring the throttle back down. What is my brakes? I can't remember what my brakes are here, so I'm kind of, I'm going to go to the end of the runway and spin around. I cannot remember what my brakes are, so I didn't bother looking. So let's go ahead and put the wings down here. So brake release wing fold. There goes the wings. All right, let's go flaps. Go flaps 50%. Yeah, we'll spin around the end of the runway and take off. This is a handful to take off. It's a tail dragger. The propeller is large, and it literally, you know, a lot of people make fun of the physics in Stormworks, but it does simulate torque pretty well. So you will torque around this big radial. This is a huge radial, so you have to be careful. So I'm going to go first person. I'm going to, where's the canopy? Canopy, we'll close the canopy up. And we'll start getting ready to take off here. Probably should go no flaps. Go to flaps 25%. I forget how this handles. I'm curious about where my center of gravity is going to be. I'm going to keep the tail mostly down because the prop is so large. So the airspeed indicator is looking good. There we go. Yep. See, I have to really counter the tail. Beautiful. Gears coming up. Gears kind of cool on this plane. As you can see. Okay, let's go flaps up. And I want to go to 50%. And so here we come over 200 knots. So I'm liking these gauges. This takes me back to flying general aviation aircraft. So 212 knots. Attitude indicator's working really well. We have our altimeter 2.4, so 2,400 feet, which looks about right to me. Turn slip, there's turn, and you see the ball slipping. So if I click on my rudder, I can stabilize the turn by keeping the ball in there. That works really well. Heading is looking good. Vertical speed's working well. All right, let's go do a little strafing run here. So if I can remember how to do this, where's master arm? Where is master arm? Heat. Master arm. Guns. Okay, let's go do a strafing run here. And I'll see if I can't find an actual target. Let's just hit the bridge. So these were my favorite roles these had was the Sandy role, where they would, when they went during Vietnam to go rescue down pilots, they would, my right gun's not going, so I have to see what's up with that. When they would rescue down pilots, the Sandys would go in and try to draw enemy fire. And so they would do low-level work here. We're looking over the top here. We're going to do an Immelman. Just trying to look over the top of my canopy to do this Immelman here. And there's the bridge. We're going to try to come back for the bridge. So I'm going to rotate out. We'll put it back down. There we go. Nice. Need to fix this gun. That gun's not working, so we'll figure that out. I need to, fashion an XML cover for that. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do a bombing run. So we'll do that. Let's check what our bombs are looking like here. So we have stations 1 through 4 on either wing. So let's select those up, and we'll just drop all the bombs here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1's behind there. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's go and let's see if I can't hammer this bridge. See how accurate I can be at hitting this bridge. They are dumb bombs. I will probably put missiles on here. This had some more modern munitions towards the end of its service life. It had a very long service life. They kept putting out aircraft that were supposed to replace this in the Navy, and this outlasted them. Their replacement would come in. They couldn't get rid of this because it had so many uses, and then the replacement would be replaced before this got replaced. So this had a very long service life. So I'm going to try to hit the right piling of that drawbridge. All right, here we go. So I'm going to try to kind of eyeball it. Bombs away. Ah. Missed it. So I could have gone a little bit earlier than I did. There we go. Let's do a snap roll. All right, I'm going to switch to rockets. So the rockets should fire until the pods are empty, then they'll drop. So we're going to go after that same piling that I missed with that bombing run, and we'll test it. So this will be fun in Warzone. All right, so we're coming on that right piling again. We'll take that out. And up, something's up. I need to activate my rockets. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Let me see. Did I drop them? No, I didn't. Okay, they won't drop until I exhaust them. I need to click the rockets button. So just trying to remember how I set this up. All right, let's come around. We'll crank around. The nice thing about this is, you know, I designed this with it being close air support. It should be able to turn around quickly, should be able to come back, you know. Again, the point of this was to do a lot of protection on the ground and the sandy roll, so I wanted to be able to come back around and protect you guys. Oh, right in the cabin of the drawbridge tower, so this is going to be a lot of fun, I think, to get into Warzone. Let's go ahead and let's go back to a base. We'll go back to our regular base and we'll land. And so this can be a little bit of a handful to land. You know, I even struggle using this sometimes, and I have real flight experience. So let's see where we're at here and where we need to go. Where's the field I want here? Right there. But, you know, with this new 6-pack, that's much better for gauges. Hopefully that should help me out a little bit. All right, we'll get configured for landing once we get a little closer. We're still 5 kilometers out, so doing 216 knots, so we'll be there pretty quick. We're gonna come over the aluminum mine here. Second. Okay, I added some trim in there to start with, so take a little trim out, retrim here. You have to really retrim for every pitch and power setting like in real life. So. All right, so let's start working on our propeller. We want to go back to 10%. That's low pitch, high RPM. That's how you do it IRL. We'll get configured here for landing. We want gear down, flaps all the way down. I'm going to start backing off on my throttle here, starting to slow down to approach speed. See, okay, the taxiway's in the way of that little plateau. You wouldn't really have that plateau where it is. So the green area on this, the green arc is actually not bad. The flaps arc is not correct on this, so I think I can probably reconfigure it to where the speed should be. All right. Aiming at the aiming bars. There we go. Look at that. Perfect, right on the money. Okay, so that was good. Brakes are on my down arrow where they should be, so that's good. So, good landing. I am purposely coming off the right side of the runway here. Normally, you'd want to hold center line unless you're going to get off like this. So. One of the nice things with a tail dragger is, you know, one of the ways is you can really change direction pretty quickly. So, like, say I'm coming up here and I want to park it right in front of the hangar. I just need a hard left it like that, and you see it will spin right around in its own spot. So that actually used to be what a lot of tail draggers did to quickly get parked and stopped like that. Where's my brake release? Right there. Put the brake on. Let's go to 0. We'll feather the prop, and I will go ahead and I will shut down. So engine start stop is going to come off. Oh, that's master power. I'm going to probably switch that to a flip switch, I think. Let's open the canopy. Fold the wings, open the canopy. So that worked really well. That was a lot of fun getting back into this. This is working well. The only thing I really need is to XML edit a cover for this. As you can see, I can see those. I don't want to see the top of my cans, so try to XML edit a cover for that. But these things were big workhorses. They have 8 stations, so I could hold up to 8 missiles on this. I need to do a little bit of paint in there as a pinky block. But this is where you can refill. That's my ammo in the wings there. Have rocket pods there. What do we have? 12 on either side, and then we have a central fuel tank. So this works really well. This will be fun to get in. So it didn't take long to update that, so I just thought I would kind of let you guys see that. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what I was working on yesterday. So I wanted some more vehicles for Warzone, so I made a Skunkworks episode. Skunkworks is going to be me actually building some of these vehicles for the Warzones, because the Warzones I don't want to do a ton of building in, and so made this single engine fighter. And kind of, oh, we just had a game crash. So let's reboot. Game rarely crashes on me. Let's load in. That was working really well. Hopefully I saved that Skyraider before we had a crash. That's going to annoy me. And I'll probably keep this a little bit shorter of a stream here. Let's see if I, hopefully the Skyraider is my save. No, it auto-saved that. Let me check, make sure everything's, yeah, I think everything's updated. I think I updated everything on this. Yeah, I think this is fully updated. So let's do the quick sneak peek that I was going to do, and we'll end there. So I made this, it's kind of almost a little bit based off of a MiG-15, kind of inspired by MiG-15. It's not the, there's infinite electricity I need. Oh, okay, there we go. So this is going to be my little fighter, also for Warzone. Just kind of show you how it flies. It's really early days on this, but take this out for a little quick spin. This has been a fun little aircraft to operate. Infinite fuel needs to be on for this one. Haven't set up a tank yet. Where are we at here? Why are you not behaving now? Alright, spawn it again. Spawn it again, try to start this. If it doesn't start, I will just let you guys can watch the Skunkworks video that I made, Captain Skunkworks, to see it. I wanted a little single engine jet. Alright, so this is misbehaving. I changed something, so I'm gonna probably end the live stream there. So that was fun to get the Skyraider kind of fixed up. This needs some work, but that will hopefully be coming in some Warzone episodes. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.